All right. It's Saturday. It's propaganda time. We got Real Tea in the house. Mindstep Roll and Chimpskey and Will. All right, here we go. 8 Rat. This is one of our most requested. This is redundancy at its finest. This just kills everything that moves. The drawback, it needs a finisher sometimes. It can feel a little underwhelming that way, but you have a lot of inevitability built in. We've got 16 lands of the basic persuasion and 4 vaults, bringing it up to 20 total. 1 blood fountain, 3 toxin analysis, all 4 Unearth. So this is why we can just keep repeating a lot of these just shenanigans, draw cards, kill stuff, bring back the win con, and etc. We got 3 campfires and 3 spellbombs main, mostly to be eaten by our 4 Eviscerators Insights, which plays like our 8 spot. Because we're playing Dusk, Legion, Zealot, and Rager, I was able to kind of cut on these, and so it's like we're playing, you know, me and my flashback. This is 8 cards hidden in 4, so it's pretty cool. I went with all 4 Marauders. I just really like this card. 90% of the time, the best way to sacrifice is himself, because you'll have Unearth in the games that matter against like Serpents and such like that. We got Crypt Rats, Rager, we already talked about. 2 Thorn of the Black Rose makes its appearance, and 4 Snuff Out, bringing the cost of the deck way up, but I like it. Anyway, in the sideboard, we got 2 Duress, 2 Cast Down, 2 Debt to the Kami, which sacrifices or exiles a creature or an enchantment. 3 Macabre. We got our graveyard covered with 4 total spell bombs, 1 on the sideboard, 3 in the main. Got 2 Arms of Hadar. Sometimes Crypt Rat activation against elves can take a little bit too long. And so when you hit that natural 4, sometimes it's a good place to be. And we got 2 Okiba-Gang, our last Spellbomb, and our last Campfire. So these are going to be some pretty long games. So we'll probably lose a few on time if I was guessing. And I probably should play this one. It's set for 60 minutes, right? But we'll try to play things fair here. Go with 2, and hopefully Grogberg's around, and we can see what they're brewing today. Woo! Good to have you all with us. Da-da-da. Everything's the same on this end here in Chimpskey. You've been having a lot of sound issues the last few weeks. So yeah, we're going to be off next week. I was supposed to have that dang flyer up, and I deleted it. But then when I went to go grab it from our own YouTube site, it wasn't a JPEG. So yeah, I want to play first. Let's see what we got here. 3 lands. We got draw, spells. We're good to go. This Legion Zealot doesn't look like much. It's just not worth killing. It's a good blocker. It replaces itself. And before you know it, it does 2 or 3 damage sometimes. So good to have you. Yay, Green Bean Sushi Roll. Been a long time since I said your name. Good to have you with us. All right, off we go. Drop a swamp. Nothing to see here, folks. Let's go. The Phyrexian horrors are in the house. All right. Oh, boy, I hope this isn't Black Gardens. This is going to be a really long game if that's the case. But, yeah. Promise you this is a good deck. It's just might not do too hot today just because of the clock. This is one of those you got to really focus on. It's kind of hard to host a show and then go along with it, but we'll see what we can do. Considering killing that, so I can get rid of his sacrifice target, but that'd be a little reckless. No, just green. Glad I didn't do it. Oh, is this the land? Oh, this is the land destruction deck. Cool. All right. Well, I'm not quite sure what the right play is here. I think I'm going to sit on Snuff Out for a little bit longer. No reason to play that artifact land yet. Let's do the thing. We'll bring out the Marauder. We'll just make him sacrifice even more. And we'll get rid of our guy, just because I lean on Snuff Out a lot more than most. Bring out Spellbomb. And attack. It's kind of like kills everything that moves, especially if they're not on black. It's this deck between the Crypt Rats, rinse repeating, and then bringing back Accursed Marauders and Snuff Outs. It's got a lot of power. Bon homie. There it is again. Hopefully we just draw into a Unearth here. We can just do the trick again. See, we're just not capitalizing much here. So I can go, let me get some real heavy hitters out. Real heavy, 2-2. Wow, watch out. Gonna break the world here. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll just do this now so we can get in at least some life here. Smack. Gonna take 5 anyway. Might as well just come on through. Don't think they care about their graveyard too much. I'm gonna consider tripping that Spellbomb EOT. And Dusk Legion Zealot's a nice little target for Eviscerator's Insight. Once you block again, big old 5/5, you know, and you draw 2 cards. Good times. Who took the dogs out? Nice. Good grief. How many of these do they have? 3 Biographs in 3 turns. Wow. Pretty crazy. All right, let's do this here. Bloop. We'll pay the 1. Yep. And we're drawing cards. There we go. Cool. Since I've already got an Accursed Marauder in the sideboard, I might consider doing the opposite here, in that we could keep him out, keep one in the yard, and take one less damage here. I think I'm going to go with that. I'll drop here. I haven't seen any removal colors. I'm curious if I want to play the rat now and just hope for it. I think I'm going to do that. Woo! Iso's in the house. Usually I only do this if I have an Unearth effect in hand, but being that it's all green, maybe a ram through will ruin our day. Uh-oh, that's frustrating. Okay. There is black in this list. Whenever this creature blocks a creature with flying, it gets 5-0. Too bad it's not on offense. All right, they got reach. All right, well, odds are I'm going to hit a land here. But I'm still just going to drop the rose. Drop the rose. Here we go. More redundancy. Now I regret not. Well, if I put that Marauder in the graveyard, I'd be out 2 Marauders now. So, hey, look at this. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. It's going to get bigger and bigger. Of course, we can block it with Thorn, but it's going to have to be another creature, too. That's a bit frustrating. Winding Way. What are we going to show us here? Oh, another big old sentry. Penumbra spiders and jewel thieves. Jesus. All right. Got all kinds of creatures headed our way. What menace? Got to be able to block it with 2 things, right? Believe so. I'll drop this out just in case we draw a nice little option here. Chimpskey. Woo, so many creatures. Off we go. I'm just going to chill. I kind of want that rat to really smack. And plus I got an EOT Eviscerator's Insight. Campfire showing up. Going to need that pretty soon. I'll force them to kind of overextend. Of course, don't know what we're walking into. They might have something like a Arms of Hadar here too. All right. I'll go block, block. And block here. Quite sure. Z order. I'll get rid of this. Draw some cards. Might run into a Snuff Out. Nope. And we kill one of the big fatties. Here comes his big brother, or his twin brother, I should say. There it is. Still holding down Monarch. Only one card up. Lots of Penumbra action. Gonna have a double activation of rats. There's a Jewel Thief showing up. Good times. Since we've got another rat, I might just consider wiping the board here. Drop here. Drop here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played the land. Yeah, I can just do that to that to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to wipe the board. I'm not going to wait around. Actually, let me see what they block like. Let's go. Kind of obvious what we're doing here. All right. Call their bluff. We don't really have the life combo, but that's all right. We'll activate for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So done on this. Yep. Gain some life here. And draw. All right, green bean sushi roll back in the house. Woo! Have a good rest of your day. Good to have you with us again. Thanks for dropping in. All right, here we are. What new devilry is headed our way? What did they show us here? All right. Vampire Sovereign. Haven't seen that in a few months. I believe that's already been played. All right. Big old troll. The Sovereign. Yikes. And there's that. Cool. All right. Well, hopefully we can stay alive with this campfire. I'm sure glad we're not seeing red here. Okay, that's useless right now. 1, 2, 3. We'll bring out you-know-who. Since they're tapped out, we'll go for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done on that. Squish. Can't really respond to it with this mana base, but we can gain some life here. Or I could sit back just in case they have some graveyard shenanigans. I'm gonna feel really dumb if I can play this land. Okay, there we go. Accursed Marauder showing up. When we have a singleton like this, it's always nice. You can inside it when it's on the stack and refill your hand. That's probably what we're gonna do here. I could just snuff it out, but I think I'd rather draw. Oh, interesting choices here. We can gain the life here. All right. Lots of options here. So I could just Marauder from their yard. And then trip this when he sacrifices this. Marauder from the yard, pay 1. Yep. Let this go. I'll draw the card. Use to all. Now I'll trip this here. Use to all. Pay the black. Unfortunate. All right. He comes back out. I thought I did pay 1 for that. Guess I didn't. Yep. Let's go. Okay. Well, now. Interesting. Let's Marauder. Probably that one going bye-bye, right? Let's do this here. We'll play out the Zealot. What's in our life? We're going to have to pay 4 to kill the Jewel Thief. We'll be gaining a whole bunch more, though. Let's just do it now. Splat. All right. Can't activate that rat too much, but should be able to get there with Campfire and such. There we go. Very obvious, similar sequencing to a lot of these plays. Can activate rat for 2, respond with 1 if we need to. Bring out this, start gaining some life. Do this thing. Do this thing. And I think I want to do this to... I guess we'll grab the rat since we got a little combo action going on here. Attack into this. Opponent's hell-bent. Cool. All right. I'll draw the card. Turn it from the battlefield. Cool. There's that. Yeah, I'm going to just do this now. I'm going to sequence that up. Say no response here. 1, 2, 3. I'll activate for 3. We don't really need to, but I could insight it, but I'd rather 2, 3. Just gonna do this. Actually, hold on a minute here. Oh yeah, that's already been done. Okay, done on that. Here we go. No response. Back up to 19. I'm just going to. Oh shoot! I thought I had another. Darn it! Thought it was still my main, and I could unearth again. But oh well. Opponent's grabbing the goods. There we go. Looks like they're gonna get that back. Darn it! Retrofitted Transmogrant showing off. I'll still get the whatchamacallit back. A lot of creatures to deal with. We've got a lot of sweepers though, so that's good news. Turn off that darn graveyard. My goodness. All right, let me go with actually I'm just gonna go real basic here. Cast this on Marauder, then we'll insight it. Insight. Okay. Now that we got our Nihil Spellbomb locked and loaded, don't feel so bad about it. Play the land. Do the thing. Combo ready. Clue token ready. Spellbomb ready. Double. Hey, what's going on here? Yeah, I guess I gotta let that go. Okay. What are we getting at this time? Is that big old creature? Yeah, 2 of those. Woo-wee. Did I overdo it? What's going on here? Campfire. Let's go. Transmogrant costs 300 black, right? Yeah, okay. So I'll double Campfire and then trip Spellbomb just to get rid of that darn Transmogrant. We are down to 1, 2, 3. We've only got 1 more on Earth. Bit frustrating. Hold on. Let's do this. Gain some life. We'll do this here. This guy. Yes. Bye-bye graveyard. Similar decks. Boy, I don't like seeing that. Drop here. Alright, I've got a Blood Fountain online. 1, 2, 3, 4. While we can do it, let's grab Marauder and maybe Thorn. Maybe another Marauder. Let's draw some cards. I'll go to Rager. All right, Marauder showing up. Turn out that silliness. Kill that. We don't have a way to really capitalize on that. I'll gain some life here. Act like we have something else to do. We do not. You can always Toxin Analysis your opponent's creatures at the end of the turn to just sacrifice them to, you know, one of the insights. Here we go. Oh, did I miss? Yeah, Crypt Rats activation. Yeah, you're right. I should have brought back Crypt Rats. Yep. Little mini punt there, or big punt, however you want to say it. Wow, another Transmogrant. Good card to have around. Big yo-yo lifespan here. All right, we have lost the Monarch. Oh, this is good times here. This is usually GG. Cast this on Crypt Rats. All right, I'll do the thing here. No, cancel. I said. Oh, okay. W. All right, so this is like a gardens list, but not. Felt like our campfires were good. Toxin's a little bit long in the tooth for this matchup. Probably lose one campfire, one toxin. One snuff out. What to do, what to do. Yeah. I'll bring in 2 of these. I'm thinking 1 Hadar maybe. Or just 1 Macabre. Let's go 1 Macabre. All right. Yeah, Crypt Rats and Analysis is disgusting. It's like go from 5 life to 35. Rinse, repeat. Woo! All right, 2 lands. We've got a draw on 2. I've got stuff to do. We'll keep this. Consider putting a Khazad-dûm Troll in and going to 19 lands. Every time I do that, I never see it, and then I'm like mana screwed. So Nihil Spellbomb's okay against us. But there's nothing to do. Let's go. Just love Unearth so much. So much card. Just cycle it if you're in a pinch. Here it is, all early. Nothing to really defend at this point. Here we go. I like seeing that now, don't I? Boop. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. And another Unearth. Okay. Here's a good example. I can block this and then unearth it. And it's like, do you really trip a Spellbomb for that? I get to draw 1 card. And it's awfully early to play that game, but hey, look at all this good stuff. Penumbra Spider. I'm going to really want to focus on mana acceleration over much of anything else, just so I can double activate. Of course, with Death Touch, not going to really matter too much, but geez, oh. I could do that and swing, I guess. Or I'd rather just draw some cards here. He might block anyway. I'd rather find a land here. Nope, we're still landlocked. Cool. I like this trade. If that was a relic, I would think differently, but 8 cards. Good lordy. Well, before I have to discard to size, I will just do this and see. Get rid of this and this, I guess. Gonna have to discard a card anyway. That's why I wanted to do that. Always unearth the Macabre back. That's good times. Of course, not with that Penumbra Spider looking us square in the face. Woo! Which one comes out? Yeah, I usually do use Reunion in a lot of those lists. A Rotten Reunion, great card. We're just trying to fix our mana here. My goodness, where's our lands at? Lordy. Well, is there any way to draw a card? There is if we do that. Am I most likely to hit? He's already got the Spellbomb. I could trip it now to do the thing. I want to just maybe keep it out. Yeah, I guess I could just sit back, block, and do the thing. Nah, down a card already. All right, we'll get our Marauder online. At least we get around that silly plant token. Yeah, I'll let this go. There's that. Can't do that. That turns black. Did that in a weird order. Of course, if I did it the other way, then I would have just lost my guy, and that's all. All right. We'll just chill here. Awkward. Just not drawing into any of our lands. 13 cards in. 2 lands. All right. Guess you take the inside here, right? Yeah, thanks for that, Chimpskey. I caught that too, though. All right, seems like they got our number this game. There it is. Boop. Not much to be worried about if I only have 2 lands out. You got a bunch of black creatures, so. I'd rather save that to block a menace. There's no Monarch being traded off and stuff here, so. Like I warned you at the top of the show, we're probably going to lose 1 or 2 today just on time. This deck's really, really time clog. All right, what shall we do? Let's bring out the Rager. Just get our mana going here. All right. Well, that'll at least take out one of the sentries, right? And do I want to block with both? I think we'll get pretty large. That's so mean. It gets bigger before it even hits you. We're going to take it. Crunch in single digits already. Sovereign showing up, trying to finish us off. What's going on here? Well, if things don't get better, you know, if I could draw a land, this is going to be really interesting. I did not. Yeah, because I can... Let me see if they bite here. I'll do this to the Marauder. See if they want to trip their little bomb now. Okay, they do. We've got another one in hand. It's not going to be that amazing. We either get rid of one or the other. I really wish we had one more land, because then I could have double done this, meaning like played it, sacrificed it, unearthed it, even against a lot of hate like that. So, although this is still better, we at least get rid of one of their better critters. Choose a creature I control. Sure. All right, Sovereign's gone. I'm stuck and have to block land. God, if I had one more man, even then I could put the Toxin Analysis on this. Looks like we're going to a game 3. Pretty much forced to block here. Snuff Out's an honest spell now. They've made an honest spell of me. Ooh. Off we go. So yeah, headed to Seattle for a week straight of pickleball and visiting family. All right, we're off to game 3, it looks like. It's going to take a miracle here. We don't have any Crypt Rat in our graveyard, and that answers that if we did. Just the wrong color creatures. Creature. There goes that. I've seen enough. About time to scoop this up. Is there a land in our future? There is. Concede. Let's go to game 3. Ow. All right, I think... don't know if I want to be in the Snuff Out business here. 2, 3, 2. And Jet Takami, they could technically lose their little tokens, so that would suck. I think I want to bring in one more Macabre. Got lots of graveyard hate. Not being a garden variety, we have no way of dealing with artifacts. It's one of the drawbacks of going all in black like this. But I think I'm overthinking this. I'll go like this. I like Toxin Analysis at the 3 spot, just so if the game gets out of hand early, before you have your combo, you just block something that doesn't deserve to die and you make it die. Good times. Yep. So we've got 11 minutes to try to get there. 3 lands. Got early everything. We'll say keep. If they duress us, I'm a little bit more concerned about gaining life early. So I'd rather do that than lose a Spellbomb. First turn duress, pretty good here. Oh, that's the problem you have. I'm not sure if I really want to throw this out naked, but I'm going to. Just force them to have it if they've got one of those little critters. Oh, wait. Oh, thank you, Mind Stab. Yeah, I totally forgot to join you. It's something I know you missed the last week, or you did it a day before. I'll try to join you, but obviously not this week. I won't even be online. Retrofitted transmigrant. that. We'll do this, gain some life. Taking all kinds of time up. Stream for 10 years and it might happen. Let's do the thing. I just want to be able to, okay, it's not even asking me now. All right. Okay, Transmigrant going to get in here. So funny what a sentence or a statement we'll do on a YouTube video. Last week it was very truthful, 20-0 drops. Everybody came clicking, but if you remember, we didn't win a single match. It was brutal. Trip it now? I feel like I want to. I'm going to trip it now. Let's see if we can find a way of dealing with that. There's a way of dealing with it. Perfect timing. Reset the board. We'll insight this. There we go. We've got some offense. We've got ways of dealing with the graveyard. All right. Keep waiting for some sort of a Unearth engine. Blood Fountain, something like that. Grim Discovery. Oh, there was another one that had a buyback too. That was a pretty interesting card. Okay, we'll have to kill that ASAP. Oh yeah, Terminal Script's sweet. Kuba's little girl sending me out some cool stuff to sign. I'm going to try to pick that up either Sunday or Monday. Thank you for doing that again, my friend. Hopefully I can send her something pretty cool. All right, let's do the thing. Should we try to Spellbomb him out of existence? Now we'll just drop here. Yeah, I love Rotten Reunions. Those are great cards, especially in this style. Here we go. Got him down to 3 cards. See if is this a Jewel Thief, I'd imagine? Oh, interesting. There's that. I'll do this here. And this goes to the graveyard. Oh no, this doesn't have a graveyard trigger, right? So I can't respond with a Faerie Macabre and then it doesn't come back. I think it just works. I think I'm kind of screwed there. Rager. Sure, we'll draw some cards. All right, let's do benefits of doing this now. We'll get rid of it now. Curious if I want both of those in the yard. I'm actually going to sacrifice this time. If he trips this, which is going to be soon, I'd rather have this still alive. So I can do the thing. Yeah, I thought that's how that worked. All right. Oh, 3D printing, that sounds awesome. I like the sound of that. Not too worried about 2 mana. There's our fun. There's our fun stick. 1, 2, 3, activate, go. Could do that. 2, 3. Yeah, I'll play it. Let's keep things civil. Here we go. Too many hobbies, not enough time. Good problem to have. Very nice. Do I just trade out here? Nah. We'll just take the damage here. We'll take the serious damage. Don't know what they're on here. 2 black mana floating up. I'll respect it. Gain 2 of our life back. we'll attempt to do the thing. See if it works. I always respond with 4. All right. Let's see. If I do 1, 2, I think that'll be enough life. Then I can insight on top of this. So we'll try that out. We'll do 2 here for Crypt Rat done. And we'll say insight on, sure, this, I guess, right? Yeah, we'll do that. Cool, cool, cool. Would have been nice to draw land. Oh well. Surprised I didn't pitch. Somebody give me a ruling on that in case that Pernova Spider trick shows up again. I don't believe. Oh, there it is. I'm pretty sure if you erase it from the graveyard when it's on the stack, it still makes the token. But you guys know me and my rules knowledge is pretty lacking. I have to see it happen before I can really understand. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Okay, good to know. Good to know. 1, 2. Bring out this dude here, and then we'll insight it, I guess. No response. Need to draw some cards. Let's insight. Jeez, oh, Pizzo. There is that. All of the stuff to do. I'm just going to chill here. We've got 6 cards. Yeah. I'll activate Campfire later. Only 6 minutes left. Opponent's got 13. What's going on here? All right. I'll watch this willy-nilly. The Sovereign showing up. Woo! There's the card we hate to see. All right. Well, let's try this now. He's probably going to trip it, but I'm going to go for it. Do this here. Trying to do the thing. Yep. Bye-bye yard. I could respond, trip the Campfire here. Maybe I want to. It's quite a bit of good stuff. Let's do it. Can I cycle any of my creatures? Return target creature value 3 or less. It's still on the stack. Let me get rid of this and this. See if I can target it. I know I already had a target. That was dumb. Ooh. Well, if I draw a land, I'll be able to do something with this. Let's try that out. That was really bad. Steps were so slow there. All right. I don't even know if that's really worth it. And Unearth a Macabre. Let's have fun. Woo, we've only got 5 minutes. Duress. Haha. Glad I did it now. Rewind. It wasn't a pun. I knew the future. The future. All right. Let's do this. Make him use up that mana. Future. All right. You know what? Before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's attack. Taking 5. That's quite a bit. Curious what creatures they have. 2, 3. Let me bring out the rat. We'll just pass the turn here. Down it comes. All right. We're taking lots of serious damage. I might crack that clue token. Maybe I can find a vial of vileness. Does he got a cast down? Nope. Double Duress. Clue token. Cool. Well, we can hit for 4. That's kind of frustrating. Sure, let's attack. Smack. I go for 4 here. Just get this over with now. You can bring that back EOT. That kind of suck, right? Yeah, but then I can do the thing. So let me do that now. Pay for 4. Wish I had a little more elegant solution, but I'll go with what I got. I'll sit back on cast down if he does the retro grant. I like how campfires are expensive. Yeah, this is a pretty pricey little list for a pauper list. Definitely. Get. A little bit of a waste there, but don't want to lose on tempo. 9 to 12. Only got 3 minutes. Warned you all, it's probably how I'm going to be losing these games is that, but we shall see. Got plenty of draw here. Problem is we can only get hit a few times. The vampire's staring us down. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Can I go for the tie? I don't think I can. Let me draw on some solution here. That helps quite a bit. Let's draw 2 more cards here. Getting a little desperate. All right, do we have our dude? Dusk Legion? No, that's Dusk Legion. Frustrating. I could do the Macabre, right? Cast Macabre and block with it. I think that's what I'll try to do. Let me bring out my Spellbomb now. We're going to just have to eat this. I don't want to lose tempo here. No, no, no. There goes 10 seconds. Better than taking 3. It's half our life at this point. Here we go. Keeping our life total high. I was like, where'd our campfire go? It's like, oh yeah, we ate it. 1, 2, 3. 1 more mana, and we can trip for 4, be at 1 life. That's frustrating. 2, 3. I'll bring this out. I can get double creatures out, but then I'm dead if I don't gain some life here. Frustration! Frustration. What could I get? What could I get? I could still get Marauder. Marauder would save my day here. Do this to here, pay the thing. Let's go. Yes. Nope, but we still got Macabre. We'll guess that. Crypt Rats is tempting. Yeah, but he's going to come at us for 4 on that one anyway, so I'm going to have to double block here. I think we've lost. 2 minutes to go. Playing all my outs here. Woo, haven't seen any spot removal from our opponent. Pretty cool list. Going a little longer and wider than me. That's why it's winning. Whoa, that's a big step there. Casual Cleric. All right, so we lose both our critters, but we're alive. 1 mana, or 1 life. No mind wasting time. I should probably just concede here, but it's been a fun game. Good job, Bon Homie. We played a bunch of times together. Oh boy, Death by Vampire. Hey, if you're going to go, that's a good way to go. All right. I'm pretty sure this is a lot of our MO today. Will be at like under 2 minutes when we either win or lose, unless the person's just walking right into absolute filth draws. But if you remember the game 3, we were really fighting with mana. We had a bunch of, pay a life, draw a card, pay a life, draw a card. Just kept drawing, and not finding that third swamp that's just super important. But whatever, we're doing good. Spock removal. Yo, I know I've brought up Star Trek a lot over the years, especially in my editing career, which seems like 10 years ago now. But that show, I know I've said this before, but it has followed me. When I first got a job at one of the first .coms I worked on, we rebuilt the entire set and had this show called the Prime Directive. That's what it was called. It took place on the deck of the thing, and it was just huge production way back in the day. You can still find episodes of it online. think I'm going to mulligan this. This just feels like it doesn't know what it wants to do. This at least has some options here. Yeah, we'll keep this. In case it's red, you know, lead off with the Campfire. If you can, always keep the Swamp. I'll keep this. Yeah, this is where we get in trouble. I'm going to obviously get rid of one of these because we should draw into more, but watch, we'll get stuck on these 2 lands for, even though we're on the draw. Oh, was that you, Real T? Good to, I didn't know you were Bon Homie. Good to have you with us. Yeah, there's a really neat example. I think it was LSV or Mauschwitz or somebody way back in the day wrote about how when you're playing against a deck that's similar, but it's a little bit slower, that it's always inevitable and like kind of has the advantage. And I see that happen a lot. Just a little bit more flexibility. Wispas. Uh-oh, mine stabs in the zone. It's hard enough to keep names straight. Is this Walls? I haven't seen this listed forever. Imagine that's what it is. All right. We don't want things to be gaining haste, so let's get rid of these shenanigans straight away. See ya, sucker. Yep, Diakuba's in the house. I've got that Phyrexian necklace. I was thinking I could send that to your daughter. That'd be a pretty cool little trick or treat. Elves, huh? Spellbomb's not really going to be useful here. Let's just get a creature out and see what we draw. Maybe it's a Snuff Out. But I hesitate to send her the necklace because it is a little sharp. It's like there's a scenario where you can kind of, it's decorative for sure, but it's I guess it depends how old she is. Guess she doesn't have to wear it. Just hang it on something. There it is. The Phyrexian symbol. But you can see how it's a little bit dangerous, but nice sterling silver. But it might be real gold. I doubt it. Who's the beatdown? Yeah, I think that's the right one. Oh, nice to hear that, Casual Cleric. Yeah, I got rid of my physical collection a long time ago, and then I built up just a pauper suitcase, so I can pretty much build anything. But like all my, really rare stuff and the things are long gone. Man, I wonder which one he prefers to have. Let's attack. This is a bit frustrating. We'll keep the creature count down. This is really ugly without drawing another land here. Do this here. I'm going to bring out the Spellbomb just to draw with it. Yeah, I'll just chill out. Chimpskey years back sent me the Circle of Protection red so we could burn it live on air when we were burning all the white bordered cards. I had so much flack for that. People were just like, what are you doing? It's like, having fun. So this is elves. All right. Let's do here. Pay the red. Yep. This should be an easy matchup if our deck agrees with us, but y'all know how that works. Here we are. Cool. We've got that. Oh, I feel like doing that just to be feisty. Let's draw first. I haven't even used our Campfire yet. It's kind of useless against elves. If they hit you, it's for like 60. It's not going to do too much on the edges of that. Oh, bring their Marauder back. This is usually not a good card against an elf deck, but so far so good. It's feeling pretty good. We've got 2 spell probability. Let's get rid of that. Usually I get rid of the Marauder, but we'll do an upgrade since they both have Summoning Sickness and I didn't draw into my land. Stuck at 3 here. Yeah, it kind of ruined the sequencing of the universe, burning a Circle of Protection red, but we did it. That was some long-winded mail. I remember, I think it took like 2 or 3 weeks to get here. Yeah, we burnt Counterspell. If you go back in time, you'll see those videos. Just click on YouTube and then the videos, and you can sort by oldest and go back in time 10 years. Hydra, so we're just up against elves. This should be an easy matchup, but, you know, with an asterisk, does our deck hiccup? Do we fight lands like we're doing here? And does Crypt Rat stay hidden from us the whole game? We shall see. Vandal showing up at this point. He might target my land, huh? Let's get our creatures out. Well, wish you're going to be showing up. Give me a land or a Crypt Rat. Good grief. What is going on here? I'll attack, just in case he wants to try to be cutesy. I can at least Toxin one of them. So he could target it and make his Timber Watch a 2/3 after blocking. All right. I guess we'll just wait for him to do the thing. Oh, he just doesn't do it. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just bring this out. It's another target for his Mass Vandal. Hopefully he doesn't target my Vault of Whispers. Another reason I want to do that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dreamer Single. I still have those burnt cards in my old Ultra Pro, what people used to always play in the late 90s and early O's. It's Ultra Pro, just a little black suitcase, held like 4 deck boxes, and it's like the only thing people had back in the day. Now there's like lots more options. Shows you a real old schooler. Well, I guess I'm just going to do this now. I mean, might as well get rid of 3 cards. Nope. Nope. I said no. Quit taking seconds away from me. Darn thing. Yield. Yeah, lots and lots of burn cards. All right, so Hydra's here. Awkward start for our opponent. Thank God. Jeez, oh, Pizzo. That is ridiculous. Should I just, you know what? He's probably going to come up with Trample. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm going to Dusk Legion, draw some cards. Maybe I get a Snuff Out here. Nope. We'll keep that relevant so we can do the thing. I guess I'm just going to smash in. I've got another Toxin here. I'll gain some life. Should have done that before I tapped everything. It's a little obvious what we're up to. Maybe I can get rid of that Vandal. Cool. This screams that we have another one. We gain 1 life out of the deal, and then Well-Wisher doesn't hit as hard. And he's in a weird position of, do you play the Hydra on a Well-Wisher? I don't think so. As much as I like to complain, this is a pretty good matchup, but we still have to draw our rats. Needs a Stampede showing up. Still got 1 Hydra, 2 mystery cards. Whoa. Guess you bring out, what, Int Hydra? No. Priest. No, Ranger Priest. Yeah, that's the sequence. Gain 3. Okay. I'll definitely be bringing in Hadar here. Oh, Dark Rituals, to answer your question, Mind Stab Thrall is, it's just such a win more card. And it's such a dead card at like this stage of the game. And you can make the argument, yeah, I could have one all-in sort of turn, but might consider it in like a really low, unblockable, low to the ground, you know, black Sui deck sort of thing. Another end to that. I'm not even paying attention. This is terrible. All right, let's do. Let me attack first. what Iso said. He put it more elegantly than I could. I kind of want to encourage an attack here, except that he's got the Hydra. Could block, do the thing. Just in case he's got that. I'm still just going to slow roll this on the Thorn. Elves is just a bit too tricky that way. Give me a Crypt Rat, you son of a gun. All right, well, I can draw or gain life. Let's go. We're out of Toxin Analysis. The ones in my hand are the last ones. We have 3 main. There we go. Hoping for a setup turn. I'm going to try to draw a clue token out rather than the Campfire here, so I'm not much more probability to draw into Crypt Rats. It's just going to be a bloodbath if I can land it. Ranger, Hydra. This is gone too. What's he getting rid of? Well, I could just trip everything and get this all back. Drawing a card's a little more valuable. Wonder why they're not returning lands. Okay. Off we go. Come on now, let's go. There's our friend. Let's do the obvious. Attack! That'll die. I get him for 5? Maybe. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That thing every elf pilot hates to see. Even Magnify won't help you here. Used to be an elf staple. I used to, like way back, I'm talking like 2004. All right, we'll do this here. Bloop. No response. We lose 4, they lose 4. We gain lots of life. Done. Okay. Okay. We're 1 Unearth away from shutting the door. Yeah, Rapid Vigor, that's another good one. It's a big old int showing up here. What's going on? If it is, we can just Thorn it. There's a Hydra, solo Hydra. Interesting sequence. Did I just see 2 priests, or did he just show me the same card twice? Stranger than fiction. All right. How shall we do this? I think he's got another Hydra is the deal here. I'm going to slow roll this. We're going to bring out the Crypt Rat again. Bloop. Is this a concession? We shall see. I'm just going to go. Force him to overcommit. Or die a slow and painful death. Thorn to be alive. Born Hydra on the Hydra. I do believe I can double activate here. Let me try this here. I'll say control. Do this on here. If this doesn't work, I'm going to feel like a fool. Oh, hey, I was holding down control that whole time, you jerk. All right, so I'm going to say, or I'm holding down control. I'm going to activate it. Say done. Then I'm going to activate it again. Say done. Should have done that in the other order. I would have gained more life. if they're both going to have lifelink. I mean, a death touch. That's the hiccup here. I think that's just a natural too. Okay, it does work. That's right, because I remember my son telling me that. Yeah, it says that creature gains it until the end of turn, so it's still that creature. All right, let's go. Let's get our card advantage going here. We'll draw EOT. I guess there's no reason to pull it now. Make them think we have a cast down in our hand. Let's go. 30 to 8, feeling pretty good. Sure took a long time to find that rat. That's why we play 4 of them. It's really like 24 rat if you add up all the scenarios and how many times you can reset your graveyard and draw everything. It's probably even higher than that. Call it 48 rat. It's pretty much Crypt Rat with Unearth. But then now we got Blood Fountain and ways to rebuild our board and everything. It's pretty crazy. She's still in his hand? What's going on here? Let's see if I draw into a Snuff Out. Hey, I do. Look at that. Pretty great. Oh, good to know, Dreamer Stingo. Thank you for the little lesson there. Nice to know. God, where are our Eviscerator's insights hiding, huh? 2, 3, 4. I guess we bring out another one. We've only got the internet. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, let's attack. Let's keep tinkering the little damages here. Thankfully, Freddy July won't be quitting. We don't know yet. I wouldn't really blame them. It seems like a very biased deck towards elves, and it is. This is a rock, paper, scissors deck, right? If this is a rock, then elves is scissors. It's supposed to be, but there's plenty of times when you don't hit them. So, okay, they're gaining 3. I'll bite. Let's go. I might take none. Okay, now we've got some options here. Inside our own land here. See what we can draw. Hey, cool. 1, 2, 3. Here come the rats. Got a concession at all? Don't really think that's going to do too much. I'll hold back. Yeah. Yeah, but we've got then you add in campfires, which we have access to all 4. So times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. It can be quite a few. And then that can technically bring back Unearths and Blood Fountains. So there's that. All right. They're going to pick on our land, which we don't really care too much about. Boy, he really wants that ability, doesn't he? All right, you can have a Monarch. There are always more rats. Deck. Dig it. All right, let's go. They get a free card. You get a free card. Everybody gets free cards. Woo! Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll bring out this. We'll attack with the Androgynous Assassin. Not quite sure what's going on there. Let's go attack. We get it back. Do this here. guess we'll drop Campfire. And off we go. Blood Fountain. Look at me on the mark now. That's right. Boy, he really wants to attack, doesn't he? All right. Oh, do the obvious thing here. Block here. Yup. All right. There is that at least. Oh boy. They on tilt now. Is there still an ant in their hand? Why wouldn't they have played it? Should play it now, right? Create a food token. No. I guess that isn't in their hand. I don't know why they wouldn't play it if that's the thing. Less real estate. Here we go. Let me gain some life. And waste some time. I'll trip the bomb. Pay the thing. Do the thing. Yep. Let's go. This one, please. And away we go. Woo! Okay. Alright. Let's attack with these. Alright. You know what? I think I'll do that. Sure, we'll hit that for 1. And then I can kind of wipe the board here if I just activate rats for 1. Okay. We lose our dude, but I'm cool with that. Let's just say 1 on this. Hold down control. Say done. This way I'm holding down control. Better let me do this. I'll kill this. Cool. Off we go with this. Blood token showing up. Have we played the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna not mess about. We'll get back a rat and another rat. 2 things they hate the most. All right. This mass vandals are a little pain in the butt, given we've got a campfire strategy. We might lose on time again. I'm already down like 10 minutes. Game 1. 10 minutes down. Finish him. Okay. Let me do this to this to this. Draw me a card. There we go. That's a good card. Let's try that out. All right. 1, 2, 3. The rats are with me. Hey, come on now. If I do that, I'm just going to sit back and do the thing. Yep. Slow rolling. Oh, maybe not. I think I gotta go kind of all in on this move. I'm happy to trade that. I don't have trample, but I've got 3. This is Death Touch. I'll save it for later then. Look at our graveyard, how luxurious it is. Now that we've stripped all the lands out of our deck, we can do this. Oh, an Avenging Hunter. Well, he's not going to like this turn, is he? gonna get? Graveyard. Yeah, I think it's a good time to do that. Most our lands are out, so now our quality of draw should go really skyrocket here. Feed up, attack. Yeah, sure. Only 3 lands left in our deck. Feels pretty good. All right, there's another squisher. Just a few turns away from closing the door, minus any sort of food token shenanigans. But again, we got to watch our time. All right, there's a birch lore. Good time. Let's go. Forge for sure. Let's put it on there. That's just mean. Off we go. Here we are with this. 1, 2, 3. Bring out the Rager. Cool. Let's attack with the Crypt Rat. How you like me now? Bam. All right. I like this move. I'm going to hit for 2. I'll draw another card. Yeah. Done. Just remove all hope from the equation. That's how I roll. Draw a card. Cool. Snuff Out in the wings. Sure, we'll bring out another critter. Gain some life. Do the thing. Yield. Pretty dominant position. We can hit for 6. We can activate the rat for 12. That'll get rid of our Campfire. They don't have any food tokens out and live. Let's see if we can just wax the board here, and they're hellbent too. So okay, we're off to the next game. Double check I'm not going to kill myself. These abilities here. Trap. That way I'll only have to hit for 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do the thing for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Death by plague rats. Well, that took 15 minutes, so if we don't just win all out, we'll bring in 2 Hadars. I think I want cast down here too. Blood Fountain's a little long in the tooth. Campfire is not going to help us. I might want to keep 1 in. Well, these aren't going to help us much either. Let me do some moves here. Yeah, useless. Not too good here. 2 Campfires. Maybe stay alive a little bit. I still don't really like those. They've got reach creatures. Det Takami's a little bit too much for this style. Maybe just 1 and 1. I can always trip this and draw a card with it. We'll keep it like that. If they didn't have access to reach creatures, I might consider that just a little speed up trick. But Hadar's there for those. You know, I've got a Crypt Rat. They explode and it's turn 4, and you can just drop it and usually get concessions like that. Oh, all right. Well, deck wants us to lose this one. Mulligan. Yikes! Don't even have a swamp. So we can't even trigger that. Mulligan. You know where this is headed. You just know this is gonna. We have 20 lands in this thing. Keep. This might be relevant. I can't wait too long on that. Jeez. Done. I'm gonna have. The way the deck's been fighting me this round, I'm like, you know what? I want to make sure I have plenty of lands if I top deck in the Hadar or Rats. It's kind of our, I mean, we're starting with half a hand here. Yeah, I know. And look, Chimpskey, what happened, right? Screw, 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 triple mulligan. You just don't really want to be missing any land drops because it's such a Crypt Rat heavy style. Okay, here we go. There's an insight. I guess I'll bring this out for an option. If they bring out you know who, the Mass Vandal, I can respond and draw some cards. Oh, you think it's too few lands? Interesting. You know, so many twos on the one. I can do that. So this looks like looks like I walked into a trap, but I kind of planned this. And then he had that. This way I can kind of accelerate since we're already heavy on lands here. We do miss a drop, but don't think we're going to have enough speed here. Need like Hadar. Legion Zealot would be good here. That's pretty good here. Sure. I mean, he's obviously going to lose that, but then we can do it again next turn. So that's good times. Hopefully they do like a lead the Stampede turn here. Nope. All right. So that's only going to net that. Who knows? We might draw another one. Accelerate. Main staff. You are just... You change your joke to a dad joke throw. Love it. All right. We got more of stuff we don't need. Do I do the Unearth thing or do I do that? I think I do the Unearth thing. Hold on here. Hey, listen to me, Link. Here we go. Wish I had some Eviscerator's Insight in my hand. Do not. I'll keep the mana count low. Deck's fighting us, so we'll see if we can fight out of this position. The golden egg. Accelerate. It's such a fun night. Went out with all the pickleball gang. There's about 20 folks. Went to a brewery and just shenanigans ensued. Real fun group of people. I think that's probably the best reason to enjoy that sport is if you have it in your town, it is just exquisite when it comes to just community and building and stuff. Pretty awesome. We're in a bit of trouble here. It's better than taking 5 though. Let's go. All right. Do I wait? I think I'm just going to pay the life now. Squish. Might be a mistake there. If he's got a Hydra or something, I might still be in deep doo-doo. There's a lot of different... They're mostly those wiffle balls, to answer your question there, Jaredgel. Okay. Nice deck. Off we go. I got a 2-2 body. Do they have the thing? Well, they might have found it now. Looks like we're going to a game 3. I just hope I get there with 6 minutes or more. You know, I get impatient. I need the top deck of Crypt Rat right now. That's why we play with 4. When you need them, you really need them. That's also why we run Hadar. This pinwheeling's getting me. Nope, deck hates us. We'll chill. You know what? I'm gonna save my time. There's an L. All right. Hey, Rats was next, but we were almost dead. What does that mean? We might need one more of these over a Spellbomb. It's not like we really need cards. All right, let's do our superstitious moves here. Put these here. And then Arms of Hadar between campfires. That never misses. Here we go. Take that, algorithm. See if that helps us. Sorry for the knuckle cracks. My little knuckle injury has started to hurt again. Not badly, but like I've been doing all my little therapy moves and stuff. If you remember, I fell about a year ago, exercising and jammed my fingers so bad I thought I broke my 2 middle fingers, and then I played for like a summer and a half with just my left hand. I was already ambidextrous, so it wasn't that big of a deal, but sure did teach me a lot about my right side, playing like for 4 or 5 months on my left only. Saves me lots of points. Screws up a few points. I gotta learn to play smoother. My son plays super smooth. I want to be like my son. All right, let's bring this out. Like this, because we can feign weakness and drop Hadar. Let's go. We got Snuff Out here. I'm so tempted to trip a blood token here, but I just, the way of the world, man, it's going to be one of those sequences where if I do it, are we going to be stuck with no lands for like, okay, there's a land. Good. Good. If I'm going to be mana screwed, I'd rather be like this. Let's go. Zealot. Doesn't look like much. Draws 1 card. Blocks. Does stuff. A new mechanic. Does stuff. All right, we'll get rid of this forest before I can click out of it. Ooh-wee. We got ourselves a big old explosion turn, don't we? Gonna do the thing. Go for 2. Do some more stuff. Drawbridge. All right. 10% in the house. I think I'll just Hadar here. Let's go. Oh, that's kind of lame, right? Does that. Certainly. Maybe I Toxin that one. Who knows? For some reason I thought I was going to be able to kill that mini punt. That's got to be sketchy. Like, you're like, okay, I've already seen like 8 Crypt Rats, and now he's playing Hadar too. It's like, good grief. What choice do I have? Winding Wave gone. Vandal's out. It's going to get my mountain. There's an elf. It's got haste. Watch out. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Bring out the rat. We got the goods. Interesting. It's interesting. Okay. I think it's worth doing now, huh? Or do we just snuff it? Yeah, we'll just snuff it out. Go get. Cool. Attacko. I'm going to let them overextend here. There's no Monarch or whatchamacallit to steal here. He's going to go after that. Yeah, let's let him lose something, and then we'll there's nothing to really even trip here, so might as well eat it with Insight. Keep it alive. Blop. Cool. More rats for the party. You just think your creatures are dead. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Propaganda here as always. Let us do this EOT. We'll let him hit us here. What's this? New Devilry. Sure. We will say this to this to this. No response. Gain a bunch of life. Boom, boom, done. I got 5 minutes. Got to do 18 damage. Cool, cool. I'll bring this guy out. Sure, Vector Victor. What's your Vector Victor? I'll just put this out as an intimidation tactic. We've got Unearth in hand. I've already seen them play Macabre, but this just kind of puts the brakes on them, you know? I've seen Vandal. This is gone. This is good. Darn food tokens. Eat up our life totals. All right. There goes that. I took that off my keyboard because I hit it too often, if you're wondering. 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. Be a Snuff Out. It's only the second match, an hour and a half later. Food tokens. We've only got 4 minutes. Thought that was coming. Here we go. Reach, trample. If I just double block it, we're fine. All right, Chimpskey, thanks for hanging out, bud. Alrighty, let's do 4. I'm just gonna activate this now. No tricks done. I'll claw back the rat. Take that. Should we get another one? Nah, I'll just leave it. 4 minutes to go. I can gain a lot of life. I think it's worth yielding here. I could activate for 1 in response to some sort of trick, but outside of Hornet Sting, I'm not too worried. That's a joke. You'd play Gut Shot if you had the choice. Off we go. We'll bring this here. 1, 2, 3. Get a big body going. Bamboozle. Let's do this. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to get rid of it. Bam. Attack. Hornet Sting. Shows you've been playing a while. All right, here we go. 3 minutes to go. Damn food token. Ruining my life. That's a nothing. All right, there's that. Cool. All right, he's got 1 Dork Elf. The Dork Elf, everybody knows. Bring this out. Cool. That has reach. Does not have trample though, does it? Does not. I'm going to slow roll this. It says the guy with 3 minutes on his clock. I hope this is the thing. It is. Okay. This is when you wish you had the Gravebane Hound or the Ginger Brute. Two minutes. Ah. Let me do this to here. Done. And we just win here with Unearth. Unless they've got Macabre. Elf Macabre. Elf Macabre. Pausing for dramatic effect. Hey, they've got it. Good for them. Well, that might ruin us the game here. Insight of this. 2, 3, do this. Alrighty. Snuff Out's good. I'll bring this out. Already got multiple Unearths, so I think our chances are better at this. Do that. Cool. One minute remaining. Yeah, nice Macabre. That was pretty clutch. Yeah, sometimes I thought they were just trying to make us think we had it, and they didn't. I've got to use the restroom. These games are going long, baby. Woo! What is this? Hurricane? All right. Let's go here. Draw a card. See what we get. Alright, we'll pay the life to kill that. We'll attack here. Sure. Can cycle Unearth in a pinch if this is a Hydra. It is not. I think we'll cycle it anyway. 10 life. Got a minute. Jeez, oh, peas, oh. What's going on here? Cycle. Forge? Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, baby. Let's go. Rager. Cool. Kill that. Do that. Attack. drop. That's a drop. I guess I have time to do this. See if I get a Snuff Out. Or that. Get. And with 20 seconds left, unless they've got a moment's peace, we've seen crazier from this list. Booyah. That's a drop. The lobster creature. Yeah, they got a fog here. We're really screwed. Last time they paused for dramatic effect, it was the real effect, so we shall see. Okay. Okay. Oh, that was a minute we didn't need to spend. All right, so we're 1-1. We had a bad matchup with Gardens because they go a little bit wider and we go a little bit faster, but in the end we saw that's not how that usually works out, and it was true. And then we faced off against Elves, and it should have been a lot easier than that, but that was a really good opponent. So I'm going to use the restroom real quick as we go to 1994. Be back in just a few.
But first, one of the greatest game crazes of all time. It's the Magic cards.
Last summer, Wizards of the Coast released an innovative trading card game called Magic the Gathering. In the game, each player starts off with their own deck of collectible trading cards and competes with other players to win new cards and to get better decks. Sort of like poker. The starter decks come with 60 cards, and each player needs at least 40 cards to compete. When the cards became available, Wizards of the Coast could not have expected the demand and had to go back to press. Their first series of cards have black borders and reprints have white borders, thereby satisfying the insatiable demand of collectors and fans alike.
Some of the auctions and things have card prices going anywhere from about $6 to $8. Of course, initially with the black border cards, prices were really getting out of hand for a while, going up to $12 to $20 cards.
Actually, I've heard of one person who quit his college job because he found that brokering Magic cards was more profitable.
The cards depict lands, artifacts, creatures, and spells. Many characters' names were made up for the game.
The original Gathering list, the Gathering, was mostly made-up names. They came from an imaginary world which we call Dominia, and so we're trying to develop each. As we explore new parts of Dominia, we'll come out with a new set of cards for that area.
New card ideas are forthcoming from both Richard and the staff.
Well, Richard designed the initial game, and others of us would propose new card ideas. And so right now, mainly everything that's done now is what Richard did. And hopefully, well, actually, right now in the stores, there's a new release coming out, which is extra cards that Dave and I designed. A release called Antiquities, and they're just new card ideas. Booster packs are 16 cards in a pack, or 8 for smaller releases, and it gives you a chance to improve your deck without having to go out and buy a whole.
And we're back. Make sure we are. There we go. All right, we're set and ready. Queued up. Playing 8 Rat. Requested quite a bit. So yeah, we're in the queue here. I do feel like Toxin Analysis at 3 is the right call. We haven't used it offensively yet, meaning throwing it on your opponent's creatures and inciting the results. We're on the draw. We got one land. Quite a few ways out of it if we hit another land, but we might not. So I'm going to mulligan this one. That's much more even. We'll keep. We'll get rid of the vault. Say done. We should hit a third land. Well, you know what? I should have undone that and gotten rid of the Toxin Analysis. Technically, I can do it on their creature EOT and then trip it for 2. But I was being a little reckless there. Not reckless, just short-sighted. We are on the draw, though, so 1 more land and we should be all right. A Boros list. Okay, cool. Let's go. They throw out a creature here, I will Toxin Analysis it just because we've got an extra. All right. Oh, here we go. Deck's going to fight us, isn't it? Yeah, I really should have lost that other analysis. Dang it. Come on, just give us a land. Just make it an honest poll. It's our most probable thing. Land. Nope. And we're stuck. But so's our opponent. Where'd the chat go? Everybody got quiet. They're just waiting to zap whatever we play. Let's hope it's a land. It is, thank God. And do this. We get the card regardless. See if they want to kill it. Another Rager, that's fine. He's like, what on earth? What year is this? Chat reporting for duty. Thank you, Dreamer Stingo. Real T, when you say you watch those on YouTube, are you talking about the old school MTGO commercials and stuff? See, we should be crushing here, and like, we will soon. But they're probably going to be able to course correct here. Let's attack blindly. Ooh, Rager showing up. Okay, we don't mind letting that die. Here comes another. It's one last bolt to our face. We're drawing cards via our efficiency of creatures. I'm going to try to play all 5 rounds. This is quite a slog when you always go to game 3 and stuff. You have to be in a particular cruel mood to play 8-rat. It's just like whatever moves, I'm going to kill it. I technically have game against the whole metagame. Plays low and fast, but plays long and wide too, so good times. Nope, let's attack first. Combo in hand, Snuff Out in hand. That feels pretty good. 2, 3, we'll bring out another dude. They're just not worth killing, but they keep shocking you every turn, drawing me cards. We'll bring out the bomb. Let's go. It's kind of a necessity to have, if you've got room for it, try to find ways to put Graveyard Hate in your main deck. Really hope. We got an Utrom Monitor showing up. Let's see. Nope, that's a relic. Again, just not really worth tripping on a 2-2, but they might have to. We'll see. The longer this game goes, the less I like our odds. They're at 21. Here we are. Boy, land would be really nice. Is that too much to ask, deck? Let's go. We're feeling that Spellbomb is going to be relevant. This feels like it's going to be doing some graveyard shenanigans, huh? If I had an Unearth, I would just play out a naked rat, but we don't. We're doing 5 a turn if they don't, mess with us. Presence of blue just suggests there's going to be some shenanigans with the graveyard. Bouncing creatures. Man, this is going to be such a long match. To gain all their life back. Affinity for artifacts. There it is. Double Snuff Out. That'd be pretty sweet, huh? Let's attack since we're going to lose everything anyway. Maybe they won't block and I can think of other things to do with my day. Okay. Crunch. 2, 3. Bring out the rat. We'll do this to here. We'll go like this. Say done. Gain some life back. Alright. We can sit on Snuff Out here. Maybe drop Rose next turn. Got double Snuff Out. They're gaining lots of life, though. tempo. Let's see. Life it is. Cool. Land, please. Land, cool. We'll kill the you-know-who. And we'll play the advantage. They've got a healing salve every turn. Yeah, I just wish I naturally had like 35 minutes. Then this would be a no-brainer deck, but it's tough to host the show and talk through all these long turns. Okay, that Compass is really irritating. I always thought that was a very underplayed card, especially in this meta with red running everywhere. Been getting hooked on these Olipop sodas. Not sponsored. Wish I was. They have like natural sort of ingredients for digestive health. They're actually like kind of good for you. As crazy as that sounds. They're pretty pricey, but it's funny. They come in these 3-packs, and I like one row. My wife likes the other, and my son likes the other. So it's like perfect. Yeah, Gangrene Zombies, you got to wait a whole turn to use it though. If you have snow, it does 2. If you don't, it does 1. I'm going to slow roll this. Let's attack. Cool. Make them think we drew into the answer when we had it all along. Boop. Have we played a land? We have not. How cool is that? We'll just do this. Do the thing, Julie. Woo. If it flies, we can kill it. No, that's the line is, if it bleeds, we can kill it. So many ragers in our sideboard. Sideboard is raging. Shakes his fist and yells at clouds and stuff. I like it. Off we go. Synthesizer showing up. Hey, look at that. We're a minute ahead of our opponents. It's a miracle. Woo. This makes no sense. The synthesizer with like a samurai sword inside of an egg. Okay. Here we go. Could be. So we could just block that. Let's attack. Get this little bits of damage in. Got double Snuff Out, so I'm not really worried about losing Monarch. Let's do this real quick. Play the land. Pass the turn. All right. Get his hopes up there. And even better, we can do this too. Yeah. Prostate Pirates in the house. Always see grindy black decks. Yep. 8 rats back. At least for this week. What's he getting back here? Probably the Navigator? No. I think at this stage you might want to get back Relic. Or Synth. Synth it is. taking damage. Gotta respect that graveyard with blue mana access here. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No monitor yet? Strange. Unless he wants to crack that, I'm just gonna do this to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just snuff it out. Keep it nice and simple. We still got Monarch. Let's yeah, let's unearth a Rager. Let's get some steady damage coming here. Give him something to worry about. Cool. Draw a card. Campfire should show up pretty soon here. Alright, we'll chill out. Okay, I'll just draw some cards instead. Now I can trip that without having to worry. There's another one. Only one card in our opponent's hand. They're doing the thing. Galvanic Blast showing up. When you go to 12. I'll do this here. Boop. Yep. Draw an Insight. That's a good card. All right. Drop a land. My goodness. 2, 3, 4. I'll just play this up. Careful not to play Marauder. Play this here. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could play Crypt Rat. We've got another one in hand. Yeah. Let's chill here. Can always crack it for 2 if I need to. All right. At this stage, I could just crack for 2. This is a really bad play sequence, unless they've got some trick I don't know about. Sitting on prismatic strands or something? See where they go. Hey, we're 2 minutes up. I wish there was just a oh crap button. You could just yield the turn until something messes with you. Still got Prismatic Math up. I guess I'll respect it till it taps out. There we go. Oh, cool. Well, I guess I'll wait a turn then. My goodness. This is going to be filthy. Might get a concession once we drop the analysis trick here. You know, it might be better to just go for 2 right now, keep the Thorn, and then just Accursed Marauder. Slow roll it. Never mind. That changes things. All right. We are going to go crazy. Boop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, I'll just do a 6 here. Bam. Get on, get. Oh, okay. W. This is USA. Boop. Gain 10 billion life. That's about what it was going to be. We got no real graveyard removal here. Snuff Out's going to shine. Got some air power. doubt I'm going to bring in Hadar, though. These might be deluxe. Yeah, I think I should maybe make room for these. I like our Campfire. I'll lose one Spellbomb. I think we keep this to just one. Scoop the game as a fast effect, yeah. For right now, I'm just going to do this. It's a slow roll, patient game. Not my style. Sometimes I do feel like playing this version, though, as far as, you know, just being able to kill everything that moves. Whambo. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I like this hand. Even though we have 4 lands, I'm going to mulligan. We got nothing to do. Or at least we could gain life here. We got the potential for Monarch. We'll keep this. I guess we'll get rid of 1 Unearth. And go for it. Let's rock. Thanks for joining me here, everybody. Propaganda Saturday. Warning, next week there will be no show. I'll be in the Tacoma, Washington area. Good times. Get out a little proactive artifact. Maybe make them feel like overextending. That's one of the neat little psychology factors of 8-Rat is if they've, you know, have a finite clock as far as that goes, it kind of encourages them to get the jump on you. And then when you do, you just drop rats and rinse, repeat. That's good times. Sure, we'll bring this out. Start doing stuff. They do have double white, so could be a thing to keep like just 1 artifact out, but I haven't seen any white mana yet, so we'll go for there. I think we're safe to do this and then kneel through the turn. Phyrexian Rager, maybe? Let's get some early aggro going. Come on. Draw some cards. Nope. I still got it. I'll do this. So gain some life. Could be relevant. 6 permanents out and 4 of them are artifacts, and we're playing mono black. Woo! There's that. 2 right here. Let's do this. Don't play Accursed Marauder. Oh, this is chancy, but I'm going to do it. Black Rose. Just draw something here. Draw something. Give me a Snuff Out. Yeah, that was a little reckless. Okay, they get Monarch. And the Monarch has been stolen. All right, I'll consider the Marauder now. That's a pretty fast clock, about 5 turns, minus the campfires. Let's go, here we go. I'm gonna trip the Spellbomb because I need some tempo here. Yep. All right, there's that. Eat rot. 24 rat. Whatever you want to call it, rat. Get out of here, you rat. Maybe we'll just deck them this game, huh? A little side strategy. Draw all the cards you want. Yeah, I can't take it back with Unearth. The Marauder dies and theirs doesn't. Now it's an option. Good times. And I've got a card to do stuff with. Good times. Yeah, Seal of Doom's a nice one. Just set it and forget it. I think Seal of Doom has the non-regenerate clause too, doesn't it? But it has to be like a non-black, non-artifact sort of thing. Sure, I'll block this. Yeah. All right. You could do that to that. Well, that sucks. This is getting scary. Let's draw some life. Gain some life. See ya, Iso. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Away we go. Hey, that's a good call, huh? We'll do this for Marauder. We'll do this here. Draw some cards. We'll play the Fountain. Sure. Senor. Kill that. Play that? Sure. I probably should have done the other thing with it. Oh well. There's the life trigger that we hate so much. We could also, yeah, we could just get back Thorn of the Black Rose. It's probably the best call. That and maybe Marauder, Rager, who knows. Do here, and I'll do this. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this to Thorn and Marauder. Cool. Let's do Marauder. And we'll do the thing. Yield. Yield. Haven't seen any white mana from our opponent. There's that anchovy pizza or something, and it's 2 and 2 black, but it targets a creature, kind of a Necrotal effect from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Someone had a nice observation saying, you know, in a Skyfisher style list like that, might be worth one of, just in those really grindy matchups where you can just target the thing you want to kill. It's like the first ever targeted removal that's repeatable. Ooh. That and that. All right, where is our Crypt Rat? Crypt Rat, here, rat. Where you at? Not here so fast. 1, 2, 3. I can do that and respond with the insight from the yard. I think that might be the play. I'll just sit back. I'll block Enforcer, sack, or the other thing. This eats a bolt right now. That's one less to our face. Okay. Very obvious what our play is here. We do this and draw 2 cards, unless they've got a trick. Insight. Killing that. Drawing 2, pulling up even. Yeah, that's the one. Playing with your snag, Frosty Pirate. And cats are like the ultimate predator. Those little flexible spines. I'm going to drop here. Boy, I'm really having a hard time. Let's do this. Draw a card. Rat, please. Rat, please. Rat, please. Bring this out. I'll lose the yard. Draw a card here. Yep. There it is. 2, 3. Bring out the rat. We'll wait for removal. I played a land? Alright, yes I have. A little bit of a... Oh, alright, cool. W. Must not have had removal in their hand. Rinse, repeat. Sometimes it doesn't matter when Monarch slips away from you, so... Here we go, custom match. We've seen all like meta game decks. I've been seeing that a lot more. There haven't been as many rogue lists in the tournament room. It's gotten a little more serious. I think if you go back like 4 shows ago, most of 4 out of the 5 matches we play are like kind of like right off Goldfish style lists. I think I've got at least one more in me here. I usually try to do 5, but these are pretty long ones here. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, we'll go over the list here instead of staring at the guy on the mic. Removal package is vast, as we can unearth some parts of our removal. So that's like 8 edict effects, 9, and then like I said before, what, 8, yeah, 18, 27, 34. 34 edict effects if you want to get really technical. 34 wrath effects, plus or minus a lot of draw effects. Considered, I really like the Thorn because of the psychology of it. You set it and you just gain repetitive advantage unless they do something about it. And usually the way we've seen that they do something about it is they have to play a lot of creatures. When they play a lot of creatures, you play a rat or you just unearth it and then you just gain a bunch of life and start all over again, or maybe go get it with a blood fountain. Used to run 2 of these, but I really just like one of them now. And really swearing by this card. It's just such a good card in this format, especially with big blue serpents running around everywhere. So there's that. Okiba-Gang. See if we can get that card out in one of these matchups. I see 2 lands. I see stuff. We're going to keep. So we go up against, who is this? Raphael? Donatello. That was my first guess. I should have went with it. Mind stabs gonna head off. Alarms going off. See you all in 2 weeks. Yeah, next week no show. Off we go. We'll lead off with a campfire. If we see a mountain, we'll know it's a good move. And back, says Iso. Nice. Oh boy. As if we needed this day to be any slower. Here comes Big Drawn. I'm assuming that's what it is. Good, we hit our lands. We'll do the thing here. Let's go. Yield. Just lead off with the Rager. Start chomping up fools. Like that the psychology. Same with a lot of my weenie lists and stuff where removal is really good, but sometimes the creature's not good enough for the removal. Obviously, that bears a dependency on the battlefield and scenario of the game and everything, but in reality it does feel kind of dumb to just kill some little 1/1 dork. Like the Changeling Outcast is a perfect example of that, right? Steel Monarch and what's the other one? Monarch and Initiative all day long, but it's not really worth a lightning bolt, but sometimes you got to do it, and then by then it's done 4, so it's a lot of little card. How do you like that? Let's go. Rager. We have communications accepted. I was so glad Artemis 2 worked. I was so worried about that launch. Just for months and months and months, it just seemed like every day there was, oh, now this hose is broke. Oh, we discovered a fissure in this seal, and now this hydrogen's leaking, and it's just like, God, can this anything go right with this thing? I'm not sure if that's worth an Accursed Marauder, but I'm going to do it. It feels like this is a longbow deck or something, huh? Glad we've got this. I'm just going to slow roll this with the Marauder play. Come on over for 2. Boop. Attack. Gain some life. Sure. Off we go. Thought about playing something like a Bone Splitter in this, just to turn on the little creatures that are so efficient that draw the cards and make them a bigger threat. Still not quite sure what the right move is. Really don't want to see those until like way late. I won't go so far as Flare Husk, but something to be printed in the near future. Just need one or two of something. I mean, it hasn't been too big of a problem today, but you know, you run up against clock issues, and if you play a long tournament like on a Sunday, nighty-night, you don't want to be dealing with that stuff. So, all right, Tron has been achieved. At least I think that's what they're doing. This is when I wish I was playing Infect, because they're going to start playing that Boulder Branch Golem and all the huge stuff. We've got some nice answers. Unearth and another dude. This does absolutely nothing for us. We'll play it regardless. We'll gain some life. Make him think, what the hell is this guy on? A bunch of junk, and he's right. Let's attack. Unstable mutation, yeah. We need a black stable mutation for this deck. There's that Nightmare Horse from Theros, and I think you can keep replaying technically. It flies. I come and go in and out of choosing that. Angler's problem, you know, it eats your yard and then everything blocks it. So y'all know how I feel about that. If y'all can think of any funnier things than merfolks when I talk to y'all with regards to when I make a graphic for like a missed show, it says, listen up, merfolks. But I'm always looking for another pun that's magic related. So it's pretty hard to beat merfolks. That's the one, yeah. Yeah, but at one more damage than this doesn't feel like it's doing all that much. The Sultai Scrapper, what's that, 3/3? There's one that came out the same time Gurmag Angler did. Same sort of logic. It's like all that work for just one more damage than this does. Ladies and germ tokens, says Dreamer Stingo. All right, they're not really worried about anything. They've got lots of life concepts here. What's the wording on Ashes to Ashes? That black card, it costs 2 and 2 black, I think. Oh, this is a good call for right now. Let's bring this out. And attack. Not quite sure if I'm really going to need that. 1 and 2 black, okay. Non-artifact creature. I knew I had the word artifact in there, so I got kind of hopeful. I was like, oh. It'd be nice if I had access to some way to kill artifacts, but nothing that I know of. It's just that big beast I was worried about. It is. Darby, a generous ent. Feels like this might have Pulsa Marasa in it. Tread lightly, Spellbomb. And if my buddy Paul Grassoff's listening to this in the middle of the night, rest well, my friend. It's a deep dive there. Ichor Wellspring showing up, drawing some cards. Impeca Shenanigans, yeah, that's right. That's a nice. Got a dredge 1 on that, isn't it? Or is it dredge 2? All right, I'm going to pop the trigger on this. So I'm tired of these things going down. Boop. Draw the life. Two mana showing up. All right, he gets some more Limbus back. It'd be nice to see the Monarch dude show up here. Well, I've got another one of those. All right, let's just guess this from the yard. We'll play that. Attack. Alrighty. I like their taste in lands, except for the tower. I like when they match these little autumn colored ones are pretty nice. Yeah, just not doing too much damage here. Something huge is headed our way. Is it a kill ship? No, it's a Faerie Marauder. Okay, that's a lot of life represented. Oh wait, let's do this here. I'm just gonna do this right now. Death to you, good sir. Something, come on. Oh, I probably should have done the opposite with that. Do this. Toxin Analysis this just so I can draw a card. Cool. Clue it. There's a real card. Let's go. All right. Now we'll start getting some advantage. Poor Rager is like, I've hit this guy like 10 times. I've only done 1 damage technically. Like we're going to get hit with a big fireball here, so I'm going to stay up on this campfire plan. I'm into this campfire now. Any C-Lab fans out there get that reference? Probably only my youngest. I'm into the string now. There's some fish that hang out in the coral reefs. They have that kind of mouth that just looks terrifying. Like if it bit you anywhere, just a little chunk out of you. It's like, ugh, like a can opener hitting you or something. Well, we can't do much about that. So, all right. See a blood fountain. Don't really care too much about that. We could bring them all back if we want to. Really like to draw another Spellbomb. We have 3 main, 1 on the side. What's this huge thing coming our way? 3 minutes up on our opponent. That feels pretty good. Oh my God. We'll gain some life. We'll gain some life. We'll heal through the turn and then read. Depth charge Colossus. Meets little dorky man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black Rose. In case they can mess with our graveyard, I'm going to use Unearth now. Marauder. Against big old stuff like this, I'm going to favor the Thorn here. Stink Williams says hi. All right, W there. Ooh, this is okay. I think Shiba. Oh, Shiba. I think Okiba is going to be pretty good here because we've got early stuff nice and often. Campfire. I think we could lose one of these. Probably. I like having these. Marauder's really good. Crypt Rats could probably go down to 3. We'll just call it 14 rat now. That Takami feels like it might be pretty good too. Air power might be really nice in a pinch. Maybe I favor these. 2 of those and 1 Spellbomb. just go like that. Not sure. All right. Seymour. I don't know if their name is Seymour and they had to misspell it because the name was taken. We've got a Snuff Out. We've got early draw. We've got continual tempo draw. 2 goes into 3, goes into 4. So this feels pretty good. Keep. I mean, what more do you want from a card? Comes into play, draws you a card. And then they have something to deal with, or you have something to block with. That's the reasoning. There we go. Mana achieved. Feeling good. Again, Dusk Legion Zealot, Phyrexian Rager, not really worth killing. They replace themselves, present a little clock on the board, and constant serious damage. Tron's a problem in your area, just use Evil Presence. That's a blast from the past, huh? Campfire showing up. All right. Until I see some way of interacting with my hand, I'm just going to keep drawing cards and trying to be the problem. I have to use Snuff Out. I'll drop Campfire when I can activate it at least once. I like that card. Good stuff. All right. Next turn, we're going to be having some fun with that Okiba. I think this is a really good call on this style of list. Let's go. Especially with a Snuff Out surprise. Return our little blocker dude and do it again. Okiba-Gang Shinobi. Oh, they have not reached Tron. How you like them apples? Evil Presence. Sounds like where I grew up. I can't exaggerate how dark that forest could get sometimes. You're like the only house. That was nuts. All right. So I guess I'll EOT that. Splat. Get rid of that. Come on over with this. Oh boy, double Okiba. Let's go. I'm going to go for both. I really want this to hit. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this. Hey. There goes half your hand, sir. The number one thing that deck doesn't want to see. Okiba. We lost that first game, but we've been winning ever since. All right, that's a 3-turn clock, folks. We've got options. We can even come in for 2 Okibas next turn. Options are going to get quite grim, especially because they have to use 2 of these to do the thing. Put it in your hand. Oh boy, if I double activate that. If I get a Snuff Out here, that's going to be money. Or even a Dusk Legion. Why are they attacking? Is this not able to do a thing? Is there some trick I'm not aware of here? All right. Well, they only got 2 cards. Let's see what they've got. Let's attack. Make them play naked. Two cards. Ooh, those are good cards. All right. Let me do... is this worth it? Let's do this. Bring this out. And we'll drop this down. Let's go. And we've got options. I think this could be my last game, guys. I'm plenty up for playing this again. I'm tired of sitting here. It's like the 2.5 hour mark, so we'll call it at 2. This is a really good blind list if you're going into a completely naked metagame. You don't know what like your local store is doing or whatever. This is a very good deck to bring because it can deal with everything. Except for artifacts, but most of the artifacts you care about are creatures, and so we can kill them. All right, so now we'll Marauder and just probably win. Marauder. I think I'll double Okiba here. Okay. So there you got it. 8 Rat doing its thing, winning a bunch of games. Seems every time we bring this out, it usually 4-1s or betters. Again, reminder, I'm not going to be here next week, but we'll be back, what is that, like on the 18th, I think? The 11th is when we're going to be gone, a week from today. So go over the list here real quick. We've got 20 lands. They all come into play untapped. 16 of them swamps, 4 vaults. Why do we do that? Sometimes you're in a pinch, and you can do that. We saw that, I think it was game 2. 3 spell bombs and 3 campfires. I really think these numbers are great. You know, you could probably, moving forward, make some more room in the sideboard and maybe lose the other ones. But I'm really glad Okiba got to shine there, because it's just a really good card to keep in your sideboard against those control-heavy matchups that we just saw where, you know, it's not for every deck. You don't want to be bringing it in all the time, but those really slow prodding decks that, you know, trying to get card advantage on, you bring these in, and well, as you saw, it's kind of like lights out. You know, you're just playing completely naked. Snuff Out, pretty pricey. So's Campfire. Not too many workarounds. I mean, I guess you could go with Tendrils over a Campfire for some extra removal that would double duty as this and save you about 4 spots, but you might want to up your land count if you did that as well, too. So good old uncounterable ninjutsu. That's right. Yeah, I know. I wonder how long it's going to be till instead of ninjutsu, it says sneak or whatever the new mechanic is, right? So anyway, guys, hopefully I return with really cool stories about the Tacoma, Washington, Seattle area. I'll probably drop by one of the stores up there like Mock's Boarding House, but I can't promise when, where, or what time, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Anyway, y'all, see you in 2 weeks. Until then, we will go out with a little Harry Potter love. I always watch these shows in the background, and it always gets me thinking about how similar it is to Magic the Gathering, as was Avatar The Last Airbender and stuff. Some things fit. Harry Potter, Airbender fit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, enough complaining, guys. I'm going to go get some lunch. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Adios.